Hi, welcome to our video on adding accommodations. So you'll need to add accommodations to children who have 504s, special ed. These are the accommodations that will be viewed in the grade book by teachers. So I'm going to go through the steps and then we're going to go online. So let's get started. So we're going to start off at the dashboard. Then we're going to click on the hamburger. We're going to click on student and student profile. After that, we're going to look for the health option on the far left menu list, and then we'll look for IHP. After that, I'm going to show you how to enter an IHP, and then I'm going to show you how to void an IHP. So let's go ahead and let's jump online and get this going. All right, so I'm already signed in. I'm going to go to the student profile here, clicking on the hamburger, and I'm going to go down to student, move over to student profile. Now the first thing I need to do is identify the student. So let me look for my student. I'll just type in some letters here, pick my student, and now I need to identify or find the IHP. Now, when you first come in, you're not going to be already sitting at the IHP. You might be looking up here at General. You can just collapse this list with the plus sign. Scroll down, look for Health. When you find Health, click on it. It will open up and see there's IHP is right within that list. Click on IHP, and then off on the side, you'll see a list of the IHPs. The IHP is really an individual health plan. We're using that to list our accommodations. To add an accommodation, we click over here on the Add Student IHP attachment. Click on that little plus sign. A form will come up. It'll want a start date. Just a word of warning, you cannot put in a date that's in the future. You must have a date that is either, in the past or as of today. I will do that. I will select today's date. You do not have to enter an end date. Now for the form description, you can put on here accommodations if you want. And then you're going to select the file that you need to upload. And you'll click right here on choose files. So I'll click on that right now. So then what I'll do now is I am going to find my file. And I have that right here. I have an sample accommodation PDF. I'm going to click on open. It says that it's completed and ready to upload. If I pick the wrong one by accident, I can click here on delete file and then click on choose files right here. Once I have that file selected, if I want to add a comment, I can add a comment down here. When I'm ready, I just click on Save. And now my accommodation has been put into the system. It's been uploaded and it's now part of the student's file. So let me take a look over here. Okay, so once we have our accommodation in, let me show you how you can remove an accommodation. So when it comes to accommodations under the IHP, IHPs cannot be deleted. You can void an IHP, which keeps it still on record here in the student's profile, but it is not visible from any of the student lists or from the grade book. So to void an accommodation or an IHP, you just go to this triangle, click on the triangle, it says void, click on void. This form comes up and it says it wants you to type in a note for the void, and I'll just say no longer applicable, and then I will click on void, and then it shows me here that I have voided that entry. I click on student profile, and I'm back in the profile, and you'll see that it is no longer active and the flag for void is checked off. And that's how you void an entry. And that's all there is. So let me go ahead and close this down. And let's review. So to enter the IHP, I had to go and locate my student. Once I did, then I clicked on the Add Student IHP, that little green circle on the upper right-hand part of the page. I had to enter a start date, enter the form description, and then I clicked on the up arrow to upload a file. I had to select my file using that file selector. After I did that, then I clicked on Save on the upper left corner of the form. And then if I needed to add an additional file for this, an additional accommodation for this student, I would just go back to step 1 on this list and follow these steps all over again. If I needed to go on to another student to add an accommodation there, then I could just click up in that student search box like I did in the very beginning and enter in the next student's name or ID number, select them from the list, and then go back to step 1 again. If you'll remember, when I voided the IHP, all I do is I go to that IHP list. Once I'm there, I just click on that upside down triangle right there next to the active flag on that IHP entry. When I click on that triangle, I'm going to click on Void. Then a form will appear. I just filled in the note field, then clicked on Void again on the upper right-hand portion of that form. And then I clicked on the student profile list right up above, right there by the dashboard icon. And then I was back at the student profile. Remember, you can void an accommodation or IHP entry, but you can't really delete it. Voiding it will just make it disappear from the gradebook list as well as the student list, but it's still part of the student's profile. Well, all right, that was all there was to it. Very short video showing you how to enter IHPs. Thank you for your time and watch some more videos.